Hello everyone. In this video, I will walk you through what the distribution requirement planning feature looks like in Acumatica. This video will be broken down into a few different parts. Part 1 today, we will dive into the basic setup on the item record and what needs to be done before you can utilize the DRP module to its full extent. So what is DRP, or distribution requirement planning, in Acumatica? It essentially balances supply and demand for an item based on planning settings by providing suggestions to buy, make, or transfer inventory. DRP calculations can include all incoming supplies, outgoing demands, on-hand quantities, and forecasts over a period of time. And when DRP is enabled in Acumatica, a workspace called inventory planning will be available for you to use and manage. But before we get started in the workspace, we will first go to the stock item screen and change the planning method. So what you currently see on the screen is the stock item screen in sales demo, and we're going to be utilizing this Apple AirPod as our example today. So like all of these stock item records in Acumatica, you will see a planning method field here. Right now it's set up as DRP. You have other options such as none or inventory replenishment. This field is pulled from the item class, but you can override it by item as well. So you want to make sure you select the DRP, because the DRP inventory planning in Acumatica, this feature will only consider and make suggestions for items where their setting is set to DRP. So once you have your planning method identified, you want to go into your inventory planning tab. On this tab here is where you will specify some inventory planning settings. So the first field you see under the inventory planning setting is the source field. The most common one is purchase, transfer, and kit assembly. This is just how you're telling the system to make suggestion based off of. So an item could be suggested to purchase, meaning that you'll replenish this item based on creating a purchase order or purchase document. Another one is like transfer, so you're telling the system to make suggestions for this item for replenishment based on transferring from a different warehouse. Or kit assembly, another common one, you're telling the system to make suggestion based on a kit assembly, meaning that this item is a kit, and to replenish it, you will need to build kits for it, assemble kits for it. If you did choose a transfer, you also want to specify a source warehouse so the system knows that when you're creating that transfer, which warehouse it should be pulling from. Next is safety stock, is the quantity we always want to have in stock. Reorder point is the stock level that if it has been reached, then it prompts the system to replenish the stock. Min and max order quantity and lot size controls how many in the size of each DRP suggestions. So this ensures that we are optimizing the quantity that we are ordering. So on this screen, what you're seeing is just a per item overall inventory planning setting. But if you would like to have more controls, you can have different DRP setting for each warehouse and item combination. So now let's go into the item warehouse screen and take a look. What you currently see on the screen is the item warehouse detail screen for the AirPod and the retail warehouse. Similarly, on the inventory planning tab, here is where you can override existing information that is set up currently on that item if you choose. But if you don't, you can leave it as is, and everything is pulled from that item record. If an item has multiple warehouse, you can have different setting for different item warehouse combination. This just provides a more granular control on the item and warehouse inventory planning setting for DRP. Alright, so that is what you need to set up the DRP planning method for an item. In the next couple videos, we will go over how to regenerate inventory planning and the forecast that's part of the DRP module. Thank you for watching.